So we're on the plane getting ready to go to Orlando for our quick little, weekend getaway. And we lucked out with our seats. My mom is the check-in warrior. And even though we didn't pay for extra upgraded seats, we got extra row. So lots of great leg space, super comfy. And we actually happen to be on one of the new Southwest planes. So let me show you the space and also kind of what's different about this seat compared to the older Southwest planes. So yes, you have your atypical seat back, but here's the newest thing. You've got these USB-A and USB-C plugs so that you can charge your devices, and you have this handy-dandy phone device holder. So if you've got an iPad or a small phone you're using to watch entertainment, you can use that. Of course, you have your typical seat back tray and things, but look at this space. I mean, yes, I am short, so I don't need a lot of space, but this is amazing. So, like I said, we lucked out. I cannot wait to land. I think we have, it's 6:42 and we land 10 or 10 their time. So we've still got a couple of hours. So the flight, I think, is like 2 hours and a half, maybe 2 hours and 45 minutes. But when we land, we're going to go to the hotel, check in, get something to eat because we're going to be hungry for sure by then. But lots of fun to come tomorrow when we go to Discovery Cove and Disney Springs and Universal City Walk. So more to come.
But today, the waves are calling me, a brand new tide setting me free. Leave behind the tears I knew, step into the ocean blue, let the water wash away all the shadows of yesterday. Swim with dolphins, dance with waves.
So it is Sunday, February 22nd, and we have made it to Discovery Cove. It's about 7:08 a.m. because you can get here starting around 7:30 so that you can get checked in, get your stuff stored, get breakfast, and start enjoying it. So we are walking up to reception to get checked in, and I cannot wait. The only thing that's really sad is, Florida did get hit with a really bad cold snap a while ago, and unfortunately, it did kill a lot of the palm trees and the other foliage. So it's a little less green today, a little more brown, but it's still beautiful and it's still gonna be a ton of fun. So let's go in, get checked in, and then I'll show you a little bit more. All right, so we did bed check and we learned something new. You can't actually bring your own hairdryer, and my mom had done so she's not very happy about that. But they do just collect it and then you get it back at the end of the day. But let me show you. This is the check-in hall, and look at the beautiful dolphin sculptures and just kind of the island tropical vibe. We're just waiting to check in, so there's a little bit of a line because a lot of people do the same thing that we did. Once we get checked in and walk in, I'll show you a bit more. So here's your first view. This is part of what they call the Lazy River in the Serenity Bay, and I will be doing a lot of floating in this. But even with the cold snap, it is still very green and beautiful here. And still can smell the fragrance. And it's just, once you step in here, you're in that tropical oasis in the middle of the city, and you can hear the birds. I can't wait to show you more. This is the Laguna Grill, so this is where you get breakfast and lunch. Breakfast goes from 7 to 10:30, and lunch goes from 11 to 3:30, so of course we'll be eating here. And I'll kind of show you some of what they have on offer in just a minute. They have some pastries and some spreads, some bread if you wanted a toast. They also have some breakfast cereals, plus some bread cereals in there. And they have the milk over there for your cereals. And then you get into So here's a view of a few more ovens. So you can see they got some yogurt parfaits, and then there's a better view of the pastries. They've got some Danishes, some chocolate chip muffins. They also have some fresh fruit cups. It looks like it's got some oranges and some grapes in there. So really decent selection of cold items, and then we'll be done with the hot items. Here's the hot items. I got scrambled eggs, Southwest scrambled egg, breakfast potato, bacon, sausage, chicken, waffles, and everything else to enjoy. All right, I got a waffle, a muffin and a Danish, some breakfast potatoes, Southwest style eggs, bacon and sausage, and then of course iced tea and lemonade. So here at Discovery Cove, they do provide you with your snorkel equipment, wetsuits, and vests if you want to wear them. For the wetsuits, they have both the short sleeve and short style, and then have the long sleeve, long leg style. I prefer the short sleeve, short style whenever I have to wear one. But yeah, and then they also have locker rooms and showers, which locker rooms have very great bathrooms, shampoo, conditioner, really soft towels, and all of that. They also provide these free lockers for you to store any personal items in that you don't want to take into the water with you. As we're walking around again a little bit more, I'll show you the Grand Reef, and then I'll show you the dolphin pools and the warm freshwater lazy river, which by the way is not actually lazy. You really have to work because it gets to over 8 feet deep and it's got some pounding waterfalls. But yeah, I'll give you more of a tour as we keep going. So this is the Great Reef. I can't go in it right now because it's not fully open, but you can see some of the stingrays and the manta rays just swimming around. A little bit later today we'll go out there, snorkel, and I'll show you, and then the girls are actually doing the sea venture in about 45 minutes, and I'm giving them this GoPro so that they can take you down with them. But they'll go over there to the left and they'll put the helmets on and go down. I did it back in 2020, so I just decided not to do it again today. But look, there's a little friend swimming right up. Guys, I love this place. I'll keep coming back here as many times as I can. Yes, I do. Yeah, we got that at 11:15. What's the other one you said? The sea venture right over there. You have your hand. To go underwater.
Under the waves where the dolphins play, where jellyfish dance in a wiggly way. The seaweed sways like a green ballet. Oh, what a magical day. Ocean adventure, come and explore. Oh, 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 oh. Treasure and wonders down on the ocean floor. Dive in deep, deep, deep. Let's see some more. Oh, oh, ocean adventure. Who could ask for more? Crabs in the sand doing sideways runs. A school of fish shining bright like the sun. A whale sings
Under the deep blue sea, la la la, creatures swimming wild and free. Waves above and world below, where the ocean wonders glow. Dolphins laugh and turtles glide, little fish swim side by side. Mr. Bubble.
Alright, now that we are done for now with the Grand Reef, we're in what they call the Lazy Grand River, and it is about 10 degrees warmer and so much fun, and Mom says hi. But we're going to the cave right now, just floating along. I'm having a blast. I love this place so much. And I could just stay here in this water all day. As we go through, I'll give you a little bit more of a shot of other stuff you can see. So once you get further along, you'll see there's this really amazing waterfall ahead. Everybody obviously has to go through it, and it pounds down. But once you're through the waterfall, you're actually inside of the aviary. So the waterfall actually has sanitization chemicals in it to make sure that you don't bring any germs or anything in that can hurt the birds. So I'm going to leave the camera on as we go through so that we can all go get the water coming down. Oh, I am. stuff, which you can actually get out of the water, feed the birds, and experience all of them. But yeah, let's do some more floating. They've also got some fish with them. This is the Hibiscus Hideaway Bar, which is where you can get some of the included beverages and then some of the premium. And then over here, they have the pizza outlet, and they've also got additional included things such as sodas, soft swirl, they have pineapple and vanilla, and iced teas in banana, lemonade, and pineapple. So this is all included here in your ticket, and then this, some of it is included and some of it is an additional cost. All right, so once you come down from the entrance, you do, of course, go to the grill, which I've shown you. And then if you go left, you're going to go to the Lazy River and the Otter and Monkey Island. If you go right, you're going to go to the Grand Reef. The Dolphin Cabana is where you go to the dolphin pool, but we're going to go left to start out with. And just here over the bridge, this is the river that we were in not too long ago. And you can see that you can reserve some cabanas here. They're a little on the pricier side, so we've never actually done that. If you go into this water, it is the warm fresh water, and you've got Monkey Island where you can see marmosets and a few other types of small monkeys. You can also go into a little area and see some otters, which I did take a little bit of film of that. I haven't taken any film of the monkeys yet. I might get some on the GoPro when we get back in the water. I know, I saw that. And then over here is kind of a little bay area where you can just hang out and relax in the warm water. They have some seats over here where you can sit and drink, and then you can also access the Lazy River from here. Love it. The water is like bathtub warm. And then this is the Blue Bamboo Bar where you can get additional beverages, and then they also have hot pretzels and hot chocolate chip cookies along with your usual chips, sodas, drinks, and snacks. In a second. And then if you continue working back here to the left, you actually can go to the aviary, which I haven't gone into other than through the water yet. Don't know if we'll do that today or not, but you go in there and you can feed all the birds for free and just see a lot of tropical and native animals. So this is the left side of Discovery Cove. And that's a really great hangout, by the way, with just the seats there. You've got the water up, you can take your drinks or snacks and just have a good time. These here are the dolphin pools. So if you buy the dolphin swim, this is where you go for your interactions with the dolphins. We did ours earlier, and this time we had Bimini. The last time we were here, we had Gala. It was a really good experience. Each time it is. But yes, so those are the dolphin interaction pools. You can kind of see them there and there. They have, I think, 4 different kind of pools. They do you in sections. But it's such a great experience. I highly recommend it. So you can kind of see it all. Here's another really good view of the dolphin pools, so you can kind of get an idea of where we did our interactions. This is the opposite side. But then over here is one of my favorite parts of Discovery Cove, and that's the Grand Reef. This is a man-made snorkeling reef, which I've already done some footage in it on the GoPro, but you can come here and you have to wear a life jacket, but they provide your snorkel mask and your snorkels, and there are just so many beautiful fish and stingrays. There were some bright puffer fish called blueberry and mango, and then you can also swim up to the window where you can see the shark section. Next time I'm coming, I'm paying for the shark swim. But that is pretty much all of Discovery Cove. The only thing I didn't show, there's one further like bar snack section in the corner back there to the left. I do highly recommend, if you get a chance, coming to do this. Here's also, you can kind of see a little bit of the map. So here's some of what you can see. So they have the toppings bar for burgers. They have salads and wraps, although this side seems to be a little low, so I need to find a different side. They've got chocolate cake, cupcakes, fruit cups, chicken, veggies, rice, and all of the good things. All right, here's a little bit of my lunch. I've got the Caesar salad and the Laguna salad. I have, I think, a veggie wrap, and then I've got some coconut crusted salmon with a honey butter rum sauce, some island rice, and then there's sauteed veggies, which I had them add a island curry sauce. I may go back for some more. There's also pretzels and pizzas and a few other items that I can try, but this is lunch to start. All right, the second part of lunch, I decided to try a couple more things. This is the island ceviche, which is going to be shrimp and veggies, kind of in a lime marinated sauce. And this is the quinoa salad. I think it had a red wine vinaigrette. And then for my sweet for now, I decided to try the chocolate cake, but there are some other things here, such as the pineapple soft serve that I would like to try. So it's about 5 o'clock, and we've left over Discovery Cove, and we've come to the Vinland Premium Outlets to shop at the Disney Character Warehouse. And there's a line. I think we've been waiting like 20 minutes so far. We've probably got about maybe another 15, 20 to go, but the deals are going to be worth it, and I can't wait to show you my haul. And now we are at the last part of our day. So far we've done Discovery Cove, we've done premium outlets for the Disney Character Warehouse, and now we are getting ready to walk our way over to Disney Springs just to enjoy the Disney ambiance and have some snacks, maybe do a little bit of shopping, although I might have done just a teeny bit too much at the Disney Character Warehouse. But come along and let's see what kind of trouble we're going to get into today. Alright, so we all got a dessert at Amorette's. Mom got the rose, which has dark chocolate mousse, raspberry, and a chocolate biscuit. I, of course, went for the classic Mickey Dome, which is chocolate cake and chocolate mousse. Then we've got the mini dome, which is white chocolate cake and mousse. And the lemon blueberry cheesecake. They're all going to be delicious. Everybody else is going to enjoy theirs, but I'll taste test mine for you. That was yours?
I'm like, you're like grabbing everything.
I was passing them to y'all. I'm telling y'all, these people.
I could give you some. Never mind.
My mother, everyone. But as you can see, Mickey's red, and he's got the mousse in there. So good. Super rich. A little less chocolatey than I remember it being, but there's some right there.
I think you got
Even if it wasn't delicious, this would still be a 5 out of 5 for aesthetics. But it is delicious. I love Amorette's. Highly recommend it.
Think that I'm wasting time. I don't understand the things I do. The world outside looks so unkind.
One of the best things about Disney Springs is they'll have all these extra artists just around every night singing songs. It's such a fun time.
Give me the beat, boys, and